So for today, we're going to be looking at the Warlocks. More specifically, we're going to be looking at the Spire of the Watcher armor set. Now, if you guys don't know, I already did the Hunter and Titan video, they're both right here, and the review video and the shader video, they're both right here. Did it reverse, but whatever. Those videos are right there if you guys want to check it out. Definitely check out the Hunter and Titan videos because I do think they're really cool. Just a PSA real quick, the new version of the dungeon, so specifically the dungeon where you go, the premier dungeon, this week is Spire of the Watcher. Unfortunately, it's not dropping armor. It's only dropping the new weapons, which is kind of unfortunate. I would like to ask any of you who do not have the dungeon pass, is it available? Is the normal version available? So for example, Spire of the Watcher is this week. Can you go to Mars, specifically in the Witch Queen area? There is, under Mars or on top of Mars, there should be Spire of the Watcher there. Can you actually click it and actually go into the activity and play it? Because if so, that would be the only way you would be able to access the armor. If not, this is going to be a really shitty thing to do because I do think the armor is the only reason I would be doing the dungeon. The armor is amazing. Don't get me wrong, the weapons are cool too, but there's nothing there that I'm like, oh my god. It's more like, that's fine, whatever. Like, yeah, that's all I can really say. So that's all I would ask of you. If any of you have that option, let us know so that way we are aware and have an answer for that. But Warlocks, let me know what you guys think about your armor sets. I definitely have some favorites here, and I am bringing back some of the sets that I made, specifically some of the older sets that I made for this armor set, but you guys will see when we get to it. So if you guys like the video, like, comment, subscribe really does help because a huge portion of people are actually not subscribed. So if you can do me a favor, like, comment, sub, hit the bell notification because that also does help. Other than that, let's get into it. So to start off, here is the first set. We're going to be utilizing the TM Moss custom hat. And then for the exotic, it's going to be the Ophidian aspect with the coiled lasso ornament. For the other pieces, it's going to be the Wrath Trail robes, the Hold Fast boots, and then the Lycan bond. Shader wise, Canis coat is what we're using. I feel like this is just such a really good shader for this armor set. There is other shaders I could use, but I think this one just gives that old authentic, like I'm walking in the desert type of shit. I think this one looks really cool. Overall, this might be the best one just because like I don't hate how the hat looks on this one because it kind of looks very like kind of cowboyish. That being said, I would still love the thing I said in the review video because again, you definitely should check out the review video because I gave some really cool ideas for the Warlocks. Actually, that was for another armor set. If maybe. No, yeah, it was for that set. Yeah, I think the hat would have been cool if it was like a little bit lower and a little bit more like menacing looking, and then the robes should have had like a holster, and then the robes where the holster was at behind it, so it looked like you were about to duel. I think that would have been cool. But again, check out the review video because I do talk a lot in that video, specifically of what I think. But this one's really cool. Let me know what you guys think. As for the next set, Iron Bone is a shader that honestly you could slap on any of these and it's gonna look amazing. Usually, at least the first one is gonna look really cool. But for the exotic, we're gonna be utilizing the Astrocyte verse, and then for the actual TM pieces, it's gonna be the arms and the boots. For the chest piece, Inspector robes, and then for the bond, Technologic bond. I'm gonna be quite honest with y'all. This is a throwaway one. I'm not the biggest fan of the arms or the boots. To be fair, the arms I can definitely utilize. The boots is the one where I'm like, they exist, they're there. If I'm being honest, the Warlocks are pretty lucky because they do get some pretty cool pieces, specifically the Wrath Trail pieces. Warlocks actually get another cowboy set because if you guys don't know, the Wrath Trail set was a set that we got a few years ago, and it was specifically the Foundry sets. So the Warlocks actually have two Tex Mechanica sets, which would be the Wrath Trail robes or Wrath Trail set, and then the TM Moss set. So you guys are really lucky in the fact that you guys get two cowboy sets that you can really utilize well. So if you don't want to use any of the arms or boots, you can definitely put the other set there. That being said, I mean, this is that type of video, so okay, let me be real. I don't think the set looks bad by any means. I think the helmet should have been a little bit different. Maybe incorporate some of that purple because I feel like the purple and the brown just not mixing well. That would be my only issue, honestly, because I think I think the chest piece could be switched out as well, just because it's asymmetrical. I mean, to be fair, it's asymmetrical, but it evens out because the left side has a heavier shoulder pad than the right side, but the right side does have that bond, so maybe have a heavier bond maybe. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of this one, but to be fair, I was like, the arms and boots are going to be the piece that I'm just going to sacrifice, unfortunately. That being said, the next set, the third set, oh my god. So we're utilizing the TM Moss custom hat again, but this one looks absolutely beautiful. For the actual exotic, we're going to be using the Getaway Artist with the Aaron's Swagger ornament, the Sublime robes, Wrath Trail boots, and Wrath Trail bond. Shader-wise, Royal Protector, and honestly, I love this set. This set gives me like, it belongs in a museum type of shit. And if you're too young to get that reference, it's Indiana Jones. I definitely fuck with this one heavily because he looks like a scholar that like, or not scholar, but he looks like an archaeologist type of shit, like a treasure hunter type of thing. And I really like this one. Like, I love the purple and the brown in this one specifically because the brown is a very deep brown that goes well with the purple, and the purple is like not like super in your face. It's like more like an accent to everything else, and the silver looks amazing. So this actually might be my favorite just because it's new and I actually really like it. Aaron Swagger looks really good with this one, and yeah, let me know what you guys think about this one. And then last but not least, we have this. We're going to be using the TM Moss custom chest piece. And then for the actual exotic, it's going to be one of the Aeon exotics. Let me check real name. Aeon Soul. For the other piece, it's going to be Illicit Reaper hood, the Wrath Trail boots again, and then the Street Scholar bond. For the shadering, Ceres cloak, just because there is a lot of green in here, specifically on the helmet. The Illicit Reaper hood has that green, does not change color. And then the exotic Aeon Soul, I switched it to green because obviously I'm using a green shader, and then I ended up going for Street Scholar bond because of that green glow, and it's like floating, so it looks more like a space cowboy type of thing, which is kind of like why I fuck with this heavily. And I don't know if Aeon Swift, the green one specifically, is the one that we use. That being said, I don't really give a shit because this looks really cool. This is just fashion, so this is just more to give you ideas. And if I'm being honest, this isn't like this isn't just like, oh, this is the only color you can do. Aeon Swift or Aeon Soul has green, red, and blue, if I remember correctly, right? Fortunately, there is an illicit invader, I think it's called, or not. Yeah, illicit invader, I think it's called, where it turns the red on the helmet red. So if you wanted to do red, you could definitely do red, but I think the blue one is the one that everyone uses, right? So in that case, turn Aeon Soul into the blue one and then use the illicit collector hood. That one would be a good one. You just have to use a shader that is good with blue and white, which is not hard because Sato Tribe is the easiest one that like just comes to mind for me personally. So that's what I would end up doing if I was really wanting to do that. So not bad sets at all, if I'm being quite honest. I really like the third and the first set. I think those two are really amazing. The second set, honestly, I would just work on it a little bit more, maybe like switch the chest piece or the helmet, because the arms and the chest piece look pretty decent, and if I'm being quite honest, so it's not like the worst thing in the world. It's just that like it was the last one that I was working on, and I was like, I don't really care about this anymore. So I need to do a little bit better job of like giving each set its due time, because, or its due diligence, I guess you would say, because the second set, I was just like, I don't fucking care anymore, dude. I just want to be done with this. And I feel like it's kind of noticeable when I do that, because I kind of just give up and don't care, which is unfortunate. But that being said, I still think this one can look good. You just have to switch some things around. Like maybe the chest piece or in helmet, you can switch some things around. That being said, I probably like, honestly, I do like the boots. It's just like you have to find the right boots for that, because I think the whole point of those boots is like you got to show them off. So you have to find a chest piece that really showcases that, which is why we're using Inspector robes. It's just, I don't know. I have to work on it. Let me just say that. Or actually, I could probably combine some of the pieces from the first set with the second set, and I think that would be really cool as well. Like maybe the Wrath Trail chest piece with the TM Moss boots, I think would look pretty cool. But either way, let me know what you guys think. I had a lot of fun making these sets. Remember, the next dungeon, we're going to be doing the same thing we did this week, where we do the review video, the shader video, and all the class specific videos. I'm going to try to do that all in 1 week, so that way you guys can do them or can see what you can do with the armor sets. Hopefully it's Ghost of the Deep because I think that armor is really cool, and I'd rather talk about that instead of Prophecy because the Prophecy armor is pretty much doo-doo butter, and it's a reskin or a reintroduction of an armor set that we had from D2 Vanilla. So oh wait, no, what the fuck am I talking about? I'm sorry. I'm thinking of the Trials of the 9 armor. I totally forgot that Prophecy has the Dido armor. Never mind. Oh, I'm excited because the Dido armor does look pretty cool. There is problems with it. Don't get me wrong. Dido armor is problematic, but it's not as bad as the Prophecy armor or the Trials of the 9 armor. Now, I actually don't know if, well, either way, we don't even get armor from the dungeon anyway, so it's more probably, oh fuck, I'm probably gonna have to do both of those armors, aren't I? Oof. Okay, so Prophecy, I might have to do 2 armor sets, which means I'm probably gonna do that in 2 weeks, but the Trials of the 9 armor, I'll probably do the next week after because I'm not really worried about that. I'll do the Dido armor for that one. So apologies that I'm getting confused here, but I have a lot of things on my mind. I have a lot of armor sets, a lot of armor reviews. I'm still like trying to catch up with comments as well. Like, it's not that I don't care. It's just I've been so goddamn busy. So let me know what you guys think. I appreciate y'all. Remember, like, comment, subscribe. It really, really does help the channel grow. And I do plan to push this channel a little bit more, specifically like actually try to do a Discord this time around and actually be like really active in it. I want to do a little bit more, like specifically, like for example, like these videos where I do the class specific videos. I would fucking love to have like my own class specific videos and then like kind of not critique but like showcase like the community sets, and then like basically give my comments like, oh, this is really cool. Like obviously limited to like a minute long, because if I can make it a long video for like 4 or 5 sets. I can like, and not even like me trying to make it long, it's just I have so much to talk about. So it's just me, I just blab a lot. I'm sorry. So appreciate y'all. Be safe. I'll see you guys later.